Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your one and only Waka Waka Doctor again. Always bring you the best of travel all around the world. On this channel, we share information with respect to moving abroad, whether it's through job opportunities, that's your career, or through the academic pathway. Sometimes we talk about permanent residency and every other means that's involved in moving abroad. I like to put this information out there that I'm not an immigration consultant, and every information that I share is based on my experience of having been to more than 60 different countries, and I've lived and worked in 5 of them. I also like to share this for those who have been victim of scam artists, that I am not on WhatsApp and I'm not on Telegram. The only way to reach me is right here in the description box of this video, and I put it on the description box of all my videos. That's the only way to reach me. I'm not going to send you a WhatsApp number. I am not going to send you a Telegram number. So please be careful, because people go around the comment section and type in Telegram groups, WhatsApp group, help link. It is not me. Today, as always, I am bringing you something brand new, something fresh, and it's all about alternatives, because I know that a lot of people cannot afford to go to the UK, to the US, to Canada, to Australia, to the big leagues. And so I always try my best to give and share opportunities that exist that are quite affordable and can help you move abroad. It's always about making that first step. And when you make that first step, you can now decide whether you want to go somewhere else or not. In fact, for this country, it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world, especially during winter season. Fantastic place. And you might even consider staying there. And that's why I've brought my friend, who we did this together about a year ago, and has decided to come help us again and talk us through how to move to this fantastic country. Your guess is as good as mine. Just as you can see from the title, we're talking about Switzerland. Switzerland. You know, Switzerland is a very, very neutral country. They don't put mouth in things that don't concern them. They're always on their lane, always trying to keep checks and balances, but it's an amazing country. Let me invite my guest, and let me allow her make her introduction so that we can get started. Hello, how are you? Welcome.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Wendu, and the name of my channel is Wendu Space on YouTube as well. I do content about Switzerland, and lifestyle as well. You know, it's busy. It's very, people don't understand the research you have to go through to bring out most of this information to them. They just watch within 10 minutes, but it took you hours to actually research on some of this information we share. Yes, I've lived in Switzerland for going 13 years now. Yeah, and I love it here. I've been to other countries as well, and I don't see myself moving somewhere else. It's really beautiful here. Switzerland is one of those countries that people don't really know much about, and they don't talk much about them because, as you said, they are very neutral, and they're in the middle of, it's like being in the middle of everywhere. So because they border countries like Germany, Italy, Austria, France, so it's like they're just silent. They're very, it's a very small country, but they have so much power. They have so much power, and they command respect from everybody. So yeah, last week and even today, I dropped video about the schools, university, and the fees in Switzerland. Yeah, so most people don't understand. I think a lot of people think going to the US or Canada or the UK to go and study is the best, but at the end of the day, you end up having so much debt on you that you can't even survive. And people don't talk about how many jobs you have to do to sustain a life when you have all these fees you're paying. But it's not like that in most of European countries. Like Switzerland, it's very difficult to see someone doing 2-3 jobs to be able to sustain a standard of living. Most people do one job, and they have a very decent standard of living. It might be expensive, but you get the pay for what you're working for.
Yes. So, I mean, I've always heard that if you work, you get paid enough to take care of your bills.
Yes.
That's correct. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. I've got a few questions here that I'd like to ask you. You've told us a bit about Switzerland. Now, people want to know, why are we talking about Switzerland as compared to the US, the UK, and Australia? What's the cost of tuition in Switzerland?
Oh my God. You like I'll let me blow your mind. When it comes to tuition, it's like second to none. Like I see people going to America or the UK where you're going for a master's program and you're paying almost 19,000. But in Switzerland, like the video I dropped, I'll really advise you to go watch the video I dropped last week. Some of the tuition fees are actually like 500 plus 700 per semester. For you to get a bachelor degree and a master's in Switzerland, you pay as little as, let me say 600. There are universities where you pay 600 per semester just to get the same quality of education you're getting, or even more, even a better standard of living, even the luxury of living in Switzerland alone. Like I've been to the UK, I've been to the US. You can't compare it with Switzerland. I'm telling you for a fact. The standard of living here is way up there. The security, like I have kids and my kids, they walk to school on their own. So if you're like a family that's trying to relocate to America, you have to do school runs and all those things. But we don't do that here because of how secure this place is. Wow. So the tuition fee is really, really very, very cheap to compare to other countries.
Can you give us a list of these universities that are this affordable?
Yes, like I said, I did a video about it, but I have the list here because I took my time to make that video. Like, let me say, for instance, now, the University of Applied Science and Arts of Western Switzerland, the tuition fee there is 500 for both international and local students per semester. Another one I have is University of Geneva. The tuition fee is 500 Swiss francs, international and foreign students, local and international students. And they have courses in English language. So if you take your time to go to the website of all these universities, you will see courses that they offer in English language. And some might offer, like in Zurich here, they have universities that offer German and English, but you have the option to learn the German while you're studying as well. So you can actually learn the language while you're studying.
Wow. Guys, I'm going to get a full list of all the universities from her, and I will put in the description box of this video. Of course, you can also always go to our YouTube channel to watch amazing videos about how to move to Switzerland. The most important thing now is, what's the step-by-step process if you want to get admission from Ghana, from Nigeria, from South Africa, from Pakistan? What's the step-by-step process involved in getting admission in Switzerland?
I think the first step everyone knows is getting your passport right. Once you get your passport, then you make sure you have enough funds. Like if you're coming to a country the first time, you're not going to be coming with 0 naira or 0 cedis in your bank account. So you should have between 10 to 15,000, which they don't take away from you, but at least they should see that you have a sufficient amount of money.
Is that 10 to 15,000 Swiss francs?
Swiss francs, yes. You should have in your account, yes, for them to see. Because for you to come here, before you get a job, get your foot in, you need to get an accommodation. You need to pay your health insurance. So some of these things, you're not going to start applying as soon as you come. You need to have some money to spend before you now start making money as well as a student, which you have the option to work when you're studying here. So once you have all these things, then you go to the website of the school, go through their school. It's pretty easy. Switzerland, I think their visa is one of the easiest actually, because I've applied for visa for quite a lot of people, and it takes 15 days, and 15 days is 15 days. When it comes to Swiss time, we don't play with Swiss time. When they tell you they're giving you this thing in 15 days, they're calling you in 15 days. So once you go through, you see the requirements, you send the letter to the school, all the information they need from you for your studies, your bachelor, your English test. If you don't have an English certificate, they have the option of you to write the English test from the school. Some schools offer you that option of writing the English test from the school just for them to see your proficiency level. Yeah, so and once that is done, they send you admission, then you go and apply for your visa.
Wow.
It's pretty easy.
Is Switzerland part of the Schengen zone?
Switzerland is part of the Schengen, but they are not part of the European Union. So if you have an Italian visa, you can actually come to Switzerland to visit. So you have like 3 months window. So, but Switzerland is not part of the European Union, the whole European shenanigans. No, they are not there. Yeah, but it's part of Schengen.
So guys, all you need to do is get your international passport, get your transcripts, get your IELTS, and just you've heard, if you don't have IELTS, the school you want to go to will organize an English test for you. And they would request for other documents as well, letter of motivation, statement of purpose, and of course, as you've heard, you need 10 to 15,000 Swiss francs in your bank account as proof of funds. Other questions people want to know is, can you work while you study, and can you come with family?
Oh, definitely. There's no way you're going to survive here without working while you study. As a student, you have the option to work 20 hours. While you're dependent, if you're coming with your spouse can actually get a job. And in Switzerland, the school system, the education for your children are free depending on how much you're earning. So if you're earning less, you get support from the government for you to put your kids in after school program. But the normal school time, which is from 8 to 12, it's free. But if you need them to eat in school and stuff like that, because we don't have the packed lunch, then you pay according to your salary. So this gives your spouse the time to go and get a job and work while you're studying. But you as a student, you have the option to work during the school section, and after the school section, during the holiday period, you can work as much as you want. Yes,
and so they can also move with their family, you said, yeah?
Yes, you can move with your spouse.
Now, some people are going to be worried. I didn't graduate with a second class upper credit. I graduated with a 2-2. Do I have a chance? Do I stand a chance in Switzerland?
Depending on the course you're going for, you understand. And when they do, they might give you a test or an exam to write. If you pass it, then fine. Like here in the West, I've come to realize that they don't really, they give everybody a chance. Some people made a mistake growing up, but later in life, they catch up. But for us in Africa or in Nigeria, it's about who takes first. It's about 2-1. It's about first class. But here, nobody gives, as long as you're able to defend that thing you have, because a lot of people that have 2-1 and first class, they can't even defend that certificate. Mm-hmm. So here, they give you the option to be able to defend that thing you said you have.
Wow.
For you to study. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, like I always say, you need to check the description box of this video for the list of universities, for how to apply, the websites you need to visit, and of course, you want to find my guest on YouTube. Our channel is Wendo Space. It's going to be written right here on the screen, Wendo Space, and you can go there. All she talks about opportunities, work in Switzerland, living in Switzerland, moving to Switzerland, how to move to Switzerland, everything about Switzerland you will find on our channel. If you have any other questions, please just go through our channel and you'll be able to find it. But in a nutshell, Switzerland is a fantastic place to move to. You can move for as low as 500 Swiss francs per semester. You need 10 to 15,000 Swiss francs in your bank account. You need to have your passport, you need to have your transcripts, you need proof of English language. If you don't have proof of English language, the university would test for you. You can move with your family, and even if you have a second class lower, you can still go ahead and try. Even if you have a national diploma, just give it.
Try. Just try.
There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Look, thank you very much, Wendo. I like to keep these videos boom, 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 just to make people aware that these opportunities exist as well. And this is moving to Switzerland. It's been your one and only Waka Waka Doctor. Till I see you again in another video, another episode. I'll catch you later. Thanks for coming.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. And stay safe and keep warm. It's cold. It's snowing outside.